This is TWiT.
Were you excited about the new Huawei's new MateBook X Pro announcement?
Yeah, actually, I was. The Huawei devices, the laptops I've used, the original MateBook, the MateBook E, these were kind of like convertible tablets, detachable tablets that were fairly good devices. The first one was actually they're both kind of based on the same form factor, extremely thin, fairly high performance for the capability you have, decent battery life, but not great. But because of the size of the space they had to actually put battery in, they released the MateBook X, which was kind of the competitor to the MacBook Air. This MateBook X Pro kind of expands on that. Although it's a different enough device that it probably could have used its own nomenclature. You can see there the bezels around the screen are incredibly thin, going beyond even, at least in these photos, I haven't seen it in person yet, going beyond what the XPS 13 does. It's very slim. It has an even more odd webcam placement location. If you can't tell from that photo, what we're looking at is the camera is not on the screen at all. It actually pops up from the function key row. So between F6 and F7, I think is what it is, there's a pop-up webcam that comes up. So if you were looking for a solution to ultra-thin bezels that doesn't have the same problems as the XPS 13s and XPS 13 in terms of looking up your nose or directly at your fingers while you're working on the machine on the webcam, this is not it. It has the. It was like, it sounded really interesting when they said it popped up from the keyboard, but it can only pop up so far. There's only so much depth to the device itself. And if anything, you've actually gotten the camera a little bit closer to your fingers on the keyboard. So the screenshots and stuff I've seen of the webcam in use don't look exciting to me. Performance-wise, it's 8th gen hardware, 8th gen Intel Core i7 processor. It's got a discrete NVIDIA GeForce MX 150 chip in it. So not tremendous discrete graphics power, but better than the integrated for sure. 8 or 16 gigs of memory, 256 or 512 gigs of NVMe storage. Does have a fingerprint reader up there above the delete key. You can see, Mystic Silver and Space Gray, of course. And I think at the bottom of that story, it says it's supposed to be 1,499 euros, right? But 1850 US. I actually think that they've updated that it's supposed to be like a 1-to-1, so it might start at 1499 US as well. So definitely a pricey machine, but incredibly thin, really impressive industrial design, bad camera placement, but impressive hardware combination there. So we'll have to measure. We want to look. What I'm most curious now is battery life, sustained performance. Can they cool those components in that slim of a form factor for very long? Yeah, but they've done better than I expected in terms of designing these machines, and they're just Huawei has other issues in terms of getting cell phones for sale in the US. They don't really have that same concern with the notebooks. They just need to find places to sell them. Amazon and Newegg are the locations you'll be looking for them here. But I think these are shipping in the next 30 days or so. So we should know soon. Yeah.
All right.